Hello, my name is Asher, and this is Asher Reviews Movies and TV. Today we're going to be reviewing Mouse of Horrors. Before we get started, I'd just like to say don't forget to like, sub, turn the notification bell, and check out my other channel, as well as don't forget to comment the word I say below at the end of the video. So this is episode 8 of Horror Halloween. Again, make sure you guys do follow me on Letterboxd. The QR code will be on the screen shortly, and I'll put the statistics up for the channel up in a bit as well. We're on 78 subscribers. We're literally 22 away from 100. Hopefully, we can get that by the end of the year. That'd be amazing. Maybe even by the end of the month, because I think these videos are not doing too bad on the channel at the moment, in view wise, and I think people do like these. But if I start doing a bit some better horror movies, because I know I've not been doing really good ones at the moment because they're not proper horror movies. If I do better ones like Halloween, which I'm going to be watching tonight, but that'll be the 2018 one, because that's on Netflix, and I don't have the other streaming service where Halloween is available. So yeah, hopefully that'll get a few more views, because obviously it is Halloween soon. So yeah, that's everything I have to say for now. Let's get straight into it. So, Mouse of Horrors movie review. This movie was made in 2025, and you can see by the IMDb and my rating, you can see it's not a good film. So this film stars Lewis Santa, Stephen Stanley, Chris Lines, and Natasha Tossini, something like that. Lewis Santa is known for Fairest of Them All, or Winnie Pooh, Blood and Honey, Part 2. And Stephen Stanley is known for Ganymede and They Live in the Grey. Chris Lines is known for M, the movie, and Gods of the Deep. And Natasha Tossini is known for City Twist and Snake Hotel. The director of this movie was Brendan Patriso, and the writer was The writers were Harry Boxley and Mark Gottlieb, something like that. The IMDb rating for this movie was a 2.6, which is pretty bad, and my rating was a 3.0, which I think is actually the lowest rating I have given on this channel to date, which means, that's a lot. This is a slasher horror / B horror film. And then this is the plot of the movie. In a seaside town, chaos erupts as Dr. Rupert's monstrous creation stalks the night, harvesting body parts for a sinister purpose. No one is safe. So that sounds like a pretty good film if you think about it. But then, obviously, this was created in 2025, which means it should actually have good camera quality and all that. And it's rated 15, so it shouldn't. Okay. This movie was crap. No better word for it. The acting was horrid. The scare factor was not there. It's just not a good film. I just don't know why they made this film. And the fact that it uses Wales, which is where I'm from, Wales, my home, as a background, is disgraceful to the place Wales. Not to mention the camera angles, the lighting, and the setting. It's like they didn't even know what they were doing or what to do. The actor scenes were absolutely awful as well. The action, there was basically no action in the film whatsoever. So that's kind of like my little description of the film. This film was not good. I think it's supposed to be made Mouse of Horrors. It's more like Mickey Mouse, but in a horror form. Because late we've been getting them like Popeyes. We've got a Popeyes horror movie. We've got Merry Little Lambs or something, whatever that. Humpty Dumpty, I think we've had one of them. Obviously this is a Mickey Mouse one. We've got another Mickey Mouse one as well, actually. We've got Winnie the Pooh, Piglet now. So we've got quite a few of them, and this one is probably the worst one I've seen. This is the only one I've actually seen. I'm trying to watch that Winnie the Pooh ones at some point. But this was absolutely crap. No better word for it. It was about an hour and a half film. So I thought, we're in for a decent time for a film as well. This had no thrill to it. The story didn't make sense, because one one time he was unaliving someone but with darts, and then the next second he's following another guy into the theme park because he's trying to save his daughter. Makes absolutely no sense. And then at the end of the film, it felt like they just got lazy with, obviously the camera quality was not going to be good anyway, and obviously the acting was absolutely awful. I've never seen such bad acting in a film. But the only person that actually did a half decent job in this film, I would say, was the mouse killer, the killer as they call him in the film. He was not. He just didn't talk. That's probably the best part about it, and he did act psychotic, which was good. But I couldn't give it above a 3 whatsoever because it was not a good film. The camera angles, especially. One minute you'd have the camera following one person, and then the next minute you'd have it in front of them, and they feel like, what? Why are you changing it around so quick? It's like you just didn't know what they were doing in the film. There was no. It felt like they had no common sense on how to make a film. I think I could probably make a better film than this with my phone, because the camera. It felt like they had a decent camera as well. Because the only thing I would say though is the camera they used had streaks going through it at some of the film, so they didn't use a brand new camera. They probably used one they found in a basement or something, or they probably bought it for second hand, because this was not a good film, not whatsoever, and the lighting was horrible at times because you could see reflections and everything like that. It was just not a good film, and that's all I can really say. It was absolutely crap. So make sure you guys do check out my letterbox because I've got the full review on there. Now more getting on to the next film, which I'll be doing in the series. That's going to be episode 9, which hopefully will be coming out tomorrow because I'm watching Halloween from 2018 today. Right, we're going to get into that now, actually, because I wanted to talk to you guys about that. The only way, without buying any streaming service, to actually watch the Halloween films is to buy the Halloween franchise on DVD. So I was thinking, why don't I try and set a goal for myself so that I buy the Halloween franchise by the next Halloween, so that I can watch them for that Halloween, for that month. And if I am still doing this at this point, which I probably will be, because this is quite fun for me especially, and I'll be out of school at that point. I'll probably have a job at that point, so I'll have to be able to afford stuff like that. But if we can get to 500 subscribers before then, I will use that money on the earnings from that video, and I will buy the Halloween franchise. That's kind of how I think about it. But yeah, so that's that. And the word I want you guys to put down in the comments is mouse, or you can put mouses, or mice. I don't know. You can say whatever you want. Just mouse. Just so I know you got watching all the way through. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.